Before I turned on No Mercy tonight, it's funny. I was looking up tickets for WWE Survivor Series, which is coming here to Houston, Texas. I was looking at the prices, looking for good seats. Found me some really good seats for some really good prices. It's a steal. I even looked up some NXT Takeover Houston tickets. I've already planned to buy them. I was sitting on Survivor Series tickets because I'm trying to wait and see what they're going to do. But I was looking and I was contemplating, you know what? Maybe I will go to the show. Maybe I will, save up the money, buy me some tickets, and go to these live events that, for the most part, I've enjoyed. Every live event I've gone to from WWE, my favorite being WrestleMania 25, despite how people rate that show, I've enjoyed. When this show ended, after WWE No Mercy went off the air, I felt so deflated. I felt so defeated as a wrestling fan that as it is right now, I don't want to go to the Survivor Series. I have lost all interest in even thinking about buying a ticket. I literally am just considering, you know what? I'll save my money for something else. I'll watch NXT Takeover Houston live. I'll go there because their prices are a lot cheaper and easier for me to buy. But Survivor Series, is it worth it? I don't think it is. Here's my review results video of WWE No Mercy 2017. Overall, it's a very status quo show. That's the best way I can describe it. Is it all bad? No. And I want to get this out the way right now. When it comes to match quality, I think it goes without saying the wrestling quality for WWE is always going to be solid to good, maybe even great, sometimes amazing. It's going to be decent, at the very least decent. We're at a time now where we have so many pros in terms of in-ring ability, being able to work a match. That's a standard now. Anywhere you can go to, indies, mainstream, whatever company you think of right now, they're going to have good wrestling. You're going to see good wrestling. But it's coming in such a big way now. Everywhere you look, you're going to get a good wrestling match. It's not lacking. Matter of fact, we see very few bad matches nowadays than we see good matches. Or at the very least, forgettable matches. Nothing that makes you want to go, I'm never watching wrestling again. It's never been that bad when it comes to wrestling. There's been a lot of good wrestling matches, which is why I feel like just because you have good wrestling on your show, that's not going to do it for you anymore. It doesn't do it. You had to give me some substance. You had to give me a reason to continue watching you. And when it comes to your boy Alyx, man, I'm losing all interest. WWE is continuing to take away interest for me to continue watching their shows, both Raw and SmackDown. And I sit here and wonder, what is it going to take for them to realize what they're doing is just going to lead to people not buying tickets? You have to think, when you look at these crowds and you see each of these shows getting less full and less full and less full, and Road Dogg, I don't buy your crap. Oh, it's September. That's why we're not buying or selling tickets anymore. That's why we are not buying your tickets, because it's September. No, that shouldn't be an issue. You're not selling out because you're not giving fans a reason to want to spend $25 to $200 to buy tickets. What's the point? You're not going to do anything different. We're not dumb. Wrestling fans nowadays are not stupid. We know how wrestling works. We're smart. Modern day generation, not just wrestling fans, but people, they want to know everything. And we know how wrestling works. We already know it's scripted. We already know it's planned out. But your objective is not to convince us that it's real. It's to make us feel like that is real. We know movies are fake. We know TV shows are fake. We want to be immersed into the universe that you're creating. But it's hard for us to do that when you have opportunities to take a lightning in a bottle like Braun Strowman and you fail to capitalize on it. When you have someone like an Enzo Amore who has no business being in the cruiserweight division, no business at all. Great personality. I don't have any issues against him personally. Yeah, backstage heat and stuff like that, cheating on his girlfriend. I personally don't have any issues with him as me personally. But the way they're booking him, having him go out here, get destroyed by Braun Strowman 24/7, or just get destroyed, period, get embarrassed, going out of their way to let people know that nobody likes him backstage, you're going to give him the Cruiserweight Championship. What are you doing? What are you doing as a wrestling company that's going to make me as a wrestling fan continue watching you? Is this one of those things where you think it doesn't matter what you do, we're just going to continue to watch? You're really testing our patience now. I don't need to show you the pictures of all the empty arenas they have now on SmackDown and Raw. With the way things are looking, we all know what's coming at WrestleMania 34. Whether we like it or not, we all know what's coming. But I'm trying to save as much as I can because I do want to talk about the show. There are some good things about the show that should be talked about. But you guys need to know, if you watch this show and you enjoyed it, all power to you. But for me, I just feel deflated. I feel like, what's the freaking point? I know what's coming. We all know what's coming at WrestleMania. Be ready to cock that fist, man. Let's get to this freaking show. We open up with the kickoff match, which was announced, I think, a few days ago. Apollo Crews versus Elias. Not Elias Sampson, but Elias. Elias wins. Does anybody care? No. That was a random match that just happened just to fill time. That's about it. I didn't even watch it all that much. I just eyeballed it. They did announce that Asuka is going to debut at the next Raw pay-per-view, which is WWE TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, on October the 22nd of 2017. Well, let's hope they don't screw her up. I have very little faith that they'll book her right, but we'll have to see. The opening match for the show, Jason Jordan versus The Miz for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was a very pro-Miz crowd. Los Angeles was behind The Miz. Hollywood, Miz being the Hollywood character, kind of makes sense. Or probably not even that. They just are tired. They're tired of the BS with Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's son, because we all know it's not true. It makes no sense. But WWE is stubborn. They're going out of their way to try to push Jason Jordan as a legit babyface, kind of like they did with Rocky Maivia, or like Roman Reigns. We'll get to him in a second. Look, Jason Jordan is a good wrestler. The match itself was solid. I didn't think they had a bad match at all. I I did enjoy it. It was a solid match. And having Miz retain the championship, honestly, was the best way to go. I don't think Jason Jordan is ready for the IC championship. So the match itself wasn't the problem. The problem always comes back to the booking and the storyline of Jason Jordan. After the match, Jason Jordan just gets on the microphone, which is a terrible idea, but I keep saying it, and what do I know, right? I'm just a wrestling fan. But he gets on the microphone, and then he cuts this horribly scripted, horribly written promo that we all know he read off of a script. It's not him. When Jason Jordan talks, the issue here with Jason Jordan on the microphone, it's not just the fact that he can't string words together or something like that. The idea here is that when he talks, it doesn't sound like him. It sounds like he's playing a character. You get me? It doesn't sound organic. It sounds like he's reading off of a script, and it doesn't feel genuine. And fans are catching on. They already have caught on. They're not buying it. Nobody's buying it. And when the crowd was booing, I want to talk about this too. The crowd was booing him because it was a pro-Miz crowd, like I said. As he was talking, he had a smirk on his face. And I don't think it was intended for him to come across as if, he was liking the booze. He was enjoying the booze. It was more along the lines of, Miz had to cheat to beat him. And he's thinking, oh, okay, I see how you are, Miz. But when he had that smirk on his face while he was getting booed, I just thought to myself, you know what? He would be a really good heel. He would be a really I hate this guy. I want to see him get beat kind of heel. Because he's good inside the ring. He has legit reason to feel cocky, to be cocky, because he's good. If they ever did a story where he just faked being Kurt Angle's son and turned heel, it would go over like $1 million. I think that would be great. They're not going to do it. But I saw that moment when he smiled, and I'm thinking, we're doing this boy wrong. We're doing him wrong. And then he tried to be all tough and say, Miz, you really do suck. Whoever wrote that line for him should be fired. Just be fired. Not even be fired. Just leave. Don't even wait to be fired. Just fire yourself and leave. Jesus Lord. And then to follow that up, Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt for the umpteenth time. They've only had 3 matches, but it feels like these guys have been feuding forever. That's how boring and lifeless this feud is. Good effort from both men. It was a decent match. But it's embarrassing at this point when I look at Bray Wyatt, because you had this guy who came in, and I gotta say this, he came in with all the momentum in the world in 2013. When he went up against John Cena in 2014 for WrestleMania 30, he was over like $1 million. People loved him. Like, during that time, they should have turned him babyface. They should have ran with it and see how far he can go. And then next thing you know, he's losing to Undertaker. He's losing to everybody he goes up against. He preaches how he's going to be the eater of worlds and take your souls and do this and do that. Every opponent, whether it's Randy Orton, you name it, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. Well, he beat Seth Rollins, so I guess that's okay. But it feels like every opponent he goes against, he loses. So you take this guy who basically, if you think about it, has already been buried, but who is in desperate need of some strong booking. Don't turn him babyface. We're going to keep him as a heel, especially after that horrible feud with Randy Orton on SmackDown. We're not going to talk about that. But we're going to keep him as a heel. He goes out here at No Mercy, attacks Finn Balor, who's not the demon. It's not the demon. It's Finn Balor, the man. He attacks the man before the match, injures him. He's injured before the match starts. Brags about it. And then the match happens, and then he still loses. He still loses. You want me to take these guys seriously. You want me to think that they're viable competitors, legit wrestlers who can conquer or do these amazing things, but then you book them in ways where they look weak. Bray Wyatt, to me, I've always felt he was somebody that can just take the WWE by storm if you booked him strong and gave fans a reason to cheer for him. But seeing him lose like this, I've all but just given up. I should have already given up, because for years, not months, but years, people have been saying Bray Wyatt is dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's buried. He is beyond recover. He is not going to be taken seriously ever again. And I've been one of the main people saying it's not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late. If we just give him a few wins and turn him babyface, he'll make a comeback. He'll make a strong comeback. He can still be taken seriously. I don't know anymore. I've all but hopped off that train. I'm almost to the point where Bray Wyatt and Dolph Ziggler are in the same camp. They'll be better off going to another wrestling company and doing great things. I hate to say it, but they're not doing my boy Bray Wyatt any favors, man. Because every time he gets into a feud, I'm thinking, okay, who's he going to put over next? They're going to give him a win to make him feel strong. No, it doesn't matter now. He's already lost these many times. I don't take him seriously. But maybe, just maybe, and I got to say this, maybe, just maybe, there is a shot for Bray Wyatt to still get over, but it can't be as a heel. If you keep him as a heel, he's dead. This is a message I want to send to WWE. If you keep Bray Wyatt as a heel, he's done. You're not going to get anything out of him. but there may still be a chance with him as a babyface. And it needs to start tomorrow night on Raw. It needs to start immediately. It needs to begin as soon as possible. If you want to take him off TV, give him a break, and then bring him back as a babyface, go for it. But his heel run, him as a heel, it's run its course. It's done. It's over with. And I don't throw this word around a lot, but as of right now, Bray is buried. Can he be resurrected? Maybe, but not as a heel. He needs to be a babyface. Because as of right now, if you can't beat an injured Finn Balor, there's no way in hell I can think you can beat a Brock Lesnar or a Roman Reigns or a John Cena or a Samoa Joe or a Braun Strowman. Come on now. But Bray needs to shake up. He needs a serious shake up. Otherwise, he's done. Oh, and by the way, guys, live chat, if I have a super chat, please let me know because I haven't been checking the live feed yet. I've just been going. Thank you to everybody who's here in the live chat. You guys are awesome. I have a big audience, by the way. Thank you guys for showing up. Let's go ahead and continue with the next match here. All right. So when it comes to match of the night for me, when it comes to the absolute best match on this card, I look at this one. Raw Tag Team Championships. Championships or ship? I'm going to go with Tag Team Championship. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Shield 2.0 or 2 out of 3, 2/3 Shield. Rambos. Rollins. I don't know what the tag team name is. They don't even feel like a tag team. They're kind of running off the Shield, nostalgia, but they're not coming out with the gear or anything. It's just Rollins and Ambrose as a tag team. So I guess it's just Rollins and Ambrose then. But they took on Cesaro. I got to talk about Cesaro real quick. So during this match, Cesaro took a very nasty bump. He flew into the turnbuckle post and cracked his 2 front teeth on it. Completely busted them. Broke them off. And throughout the entire match, his mouth was pouring blood. It was like he was a freaking zombie that just bit off somebody's arm. Seriously, he was pouring blood throughout the entire match, but he finished the match. I remember a long time ago, Michael Cole saw John Cena break his nose and he finished the match. And rightfully so. How tough is John Cena? How tough is John Cena? Went crazy for it. Oh, man, look. John Cena breaking his nose and finishing it, big freaking deal. Big freaking deal. He's tough. Tough man. Cesaro didn't get that. He didn't. He busted his teeth, bloody mouth. And I'm thinking to myself, if that was me, I would have been done. I'm like, dude, fight over. I lost. I'm going to go to the dentist. I got to go to a doctor. Get this fixed. Cesaro finished. He finished the match in that state. And on top of that, it was a damn good match. I'll even say great match. Great freaking match. I felt like all 4 men went out there and tore the house down. There was a spot in the match where I'm trying to find a way to explain this. So Sheamus had, I think it was Ambrose in the white noise. It's the air raid crash. And we had Cesaro on the top rope because they were going for a double team. Rollins climbs up the rope to take out Cesaro. Cesaro stops him and pulls him up into a powerbomb. Sheamus falls with his white noise, and then Cesaro comes up the top rope with a powerbomb and drops him on Ambrose. It was an awesome freaking double team. The crowd lost their mind, and they got a really cool near fall. Really awesome near fall. I thought that was an amazing, amazing moment. I thought those two really showed me. Like, this was the first time during this tag team run that, quite frankly, I haven't been very impressed with. But this was the first time that Cesaro and Sheamus actually was like, whoa, that actually felt like a tag team kind of move. That felt like a real tag team, double team finisher. And I was just like, man, this is cool. But I really enjoyed this match. Great match overall. Rollins and Ambrose retain, as they should, because of a miscue between Cesaro and Sheamus, which I hope leads to them breaking up. Look, at this point, I'll take anything. Because there's nothing for WWE from WWE right now that's keeping my interest. So what would keep my interest is for Cesaro to break up from Sheamus and then go, all right, I'm going to be a singles competitor now. I'm going to go after a championship or something like that. Something. It's not going to happen, but we need something else, man. Rollins and Ambrose did a really good job with this match. They retain, but Who are they going to face next? That's my next question. Where does Rollins and Ambrose go from this? Are they going to face Nates? That's the club, by the way. Or the Bad Brothers or something like that. It's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. I don't know what they call themselves anymore. Are they going to face the Hardys again? Although they had a match with them and beat them clean. I don't know what they're going to do. There's not much tag teams for them to work with on Raw. So I'm kind of sitting here waiting to see what they're going to do. We'll have to see. But let's move on from this. We have the Raw Women's Championship Fatal 5-Way. Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Emma, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. Nia Jax showed me something tonight. I haven't always been the biggest fan of Nia Jax. I'm going to be real with you. She just seems like a big woman. Someone who's there because of her size. I felt like this was the first match where I actually was impressed with her. She did a lot of crazy stuff in this match. She did a double Samoan drop on Emma and Sasha Banks. Picked them both up on her shoulders and did it. That was great. She took a nasty bump, a double powerbomb spot to the outside, landed on her neck, and still got up. That was cool. It made her look like a monster. She also did this really crazy spear into the ring post too. But she worked her butt off. She looked really good in this match. And I dare say she was the highlight of the match. Nia Jax is a highlight of a match now. Interesting. What was very interesting, though, first off, Alexa Bliss retained, which is cool. But she retained by pinning Bayley. What? So you brought Bayley back to be pinned by Alexa Bliss. I don't get that. Was she always going to be pinned? This makes me think she was always going to lose to Alexa. Like, she was going to face Alexa at SummerSlam. You know this. Was she scheduled to lose to her anyways? What's going on here? You know, you have to wonder what they're doing with this division now, because you gave the belt to Sasha, only for her to lose it to Alexa in 2 weeks. And now Alexa is, you know, champion now. We all know what's coming. We all know where this is leading. Apparently, Asuka's coming. So I'm assuming Alexa is dropping that belt to Asuka. Maybe she'll drop it to her on her debut. Don't be shocked if they... Look, if you don't think WWE would do something like that, don't kid yourself. I do think... Wow. Asuka's debut, and she beats Alexa Bliss for the championship. That sounds like something Raw would do. Yeah, that kind of seems like that's the direction we're going in. This division, shoot, man. Whatever. I don't know what they're doing with Bayley. I'm kind of questioning why even bring her back if you're just going to have her lose to Alexa Bliss. What are we doing with Bayley? What are we doing with Sasha? What are we doing with anybody in this division? The only one that has a direction is Alexa Bliss, and that's to lose to Asuka. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I'm done trying to figure it out because they don't even know what's going on. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know what story they want to tell. The only story that they know they want to tell is what they're doing with Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 34, which is a great lead way into my segue. It's actually a great segue. That's what I wanted to say. A great segue into this next match. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. I should have suspected that this was what was going to happen from the get-go. Because I thought to myself, you just had Roman Reigns get destroyed by John Cena. Like, absolutely destroyed on the microphone for an entire month. What are we doing here? And then it should have dawned upon me, oh, I know what's getting ready to happen. We're going to have John Cena come out here and say, I don't respect Roman Reigns. So then he can go to No Mercy and lose to him and put him over and make him seem like he's the big deal. And to me, well, let me backtrack real quickly. Let's talk about the match. The match itself, I'll say this. It was entertaining. It was enjoyable. I thought Cena did a really good job of putting over Reigns. I loved how the crowd was at first pro John Cena. When the match started, John Cena was the babyface. It was a pro John Cena crowd. The last time John Cena was this loved was when he was the Doctor of Thugonomics. You get me? It was ridiculous how the crowd was completely against Roman Reigns. He was the heel in the match, which was great. It was great that he was the heel because he worked as the heel, and it was wonderful. As the match went on, I think the crowd caught on like I did. The crowd started to see, wait a minute, he's about to put over Roman Reigns. And let me tell you something. When crowds are smart, they pick up on that, they'll turn on you in a second. And next thing you know, you both suck chants. CM Punk chants. They turned on this match. They tried to sabotage it because they knew what was coming. They knew exactly where this was going. And it's funny to see where the fan base is now. This isn't Chicago. This isn't Philly. This isn't Brooklyn, the smart wrestling fan audiences. This is Los Angeles. LA. I guess you can say it's smart. I don't know. I kind of feel like Brooklyn is the smart. Chicago and Philly are the smart audiences. But Los Angeles, they just completely turned on this match. And for good reason. I understand it. You had John Cena go in here and hit Roman Reigns with not one, not two, not even three, 4 AAs. 4 AAs. 4 AAs. Okay. We rarely see people kick out of 2 AAs, including one being a super AA. Kevin Owens did it. AJ Styles did it. Nobody else has done it. Anytime he hits the super AA, it's over. Roman Reigns kicked out of the super AA and then 3 other AAs. They went out of their way to make Roman Reigns look, to quote a very well-known microphonist who doesn't do drugs, they went out of his way to make him look strong. And it was so obvious. After that 4th AA, I just threw my hand up and said, are you freaking kidding me? And then Roman Reigns hits him with a spear and beats him. And then after the match, to add cream on the top, the cherry on top, Reigns gets his arm raised by John Cena. They hug, and then he tells him, I respect you, man. I respect you. How long are we going to do this? How long are we going to have to deal with Roman Reigns cocking that fist, man? How long? It's been going on since 2015, and we're going to deal with it going into 2018. How long? How long am I going to have to deal with Roman Reigns being shoved down my goddamn throat? Being told by everybody that he's the greatest in the world, of Roman Reigns going to Royal Rumble, winning Royal Rumbles, main eventing WrestleManias, beating Brock Lesnar's and John Cena's and ending Undertaker's careers, and then being told that I'm supposed to like him. If I don't, something's wrong with me. How long are we going to continue to do this before WWE realizes it's not working? It's not working. We're going into our third, no, not even third, WrestleMania 31, 32, 33, 34, fourth WrestleMania with Roman Reigns in the freaking main event, and we're still trying to make him look strong. We're still going out of our way to give him the freaking world, to shove him down our freaking throats, and do it to a point where fans have basically tapped out and said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to these shows no more. I'm not watching WWE no more. I'm going to watch Lucha Underground. I'm going to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm going to watch insert wrestling company here. I'm done. I can't take it. You are so stubbornly taking the guy. Roman Reigns, by the way, is talented. He's great. When I see Roman Reigns out there working as a heel, I'm going, dude, if that was what you are, if that is what you were to be permanently, you would be awesome. And they're telling me this crap that he's not a babyface or a heel. He's a tweener. BS. He is not a goddamn tweener. He's a babyface. He's a babyface. Don't you listen to what they're telling you. They're just putting out that crap to, put out the fires. He's a babyface. As long as the announcers continue to pull up, how am I trying to say this? As long as the announcers are continuing to put him on this high pedestal as the guy that people love, the guy that's selling tickets, the guy that's the man, the dog in the yard. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a babyface. face. Don't let anybody tell you differently. So don't buy that BS. But if you want to make him the guy that fans see as the top dog, as a guy that fans respect, as a guy that people love, this is not the way to do it, man. And with the way you put him over tonight, you might as well forget about anybody else winning the Royal Rumble, or at least maybe in WrestleMania. This is your guy. You ended The Undertaker's career, and you took 4 AAs by John Cena and beat him. He's got that WrestleMania main event locked down. And the thought of that takes away all interest. It takes away all interest because I know what you're going to do. And you're not going to do anything to make it interesting. We know where this is going. And every single time they do this, and they've been doing it for the last 3 years, we're going into 4 years now. It just makes fans go, why do I watch this? Why are we doing this? What's the freaking point? It's ridiculous at this point. And quite frankly, I'm kind of done talking about it. Whether we like it or not, Roman Reigns isn't going nowhere. He's going to get that WrestleMania main event yet again. And if this feud has taught me anything, the one thing I would take away from this feud, I'll talk about John Cena in a second. But when it comes to Roman Reigns, this is the last thing I'm going to say about Reigns. It's once and for all shown me that Roman Reigns has the ability to be the top guy. But because of the way they're pushing him, because of the way they're booking him, because of the way they're writing him, he's never going to be that guy. Unless they go in a different direction with him, you can forget about Roman Reigns being the top guy. I mean, he'll be it in their minds. They'll push him like it. But he won't get the respect of it. He won't. When it comes to John Cena, after the match, we see John Cena basically, teary-eyed, laying it broken in the ring up against the ropes, feeling like my time is done. This is not my time anymore. My time is up. Like the song says. He feels like his time is up. He stands up, gets a standing ovation. The crowd chants, "Thank you, Cena." Wow. 2017, the audience is chanting, "Thank you, Cena," which is very telling. I feel like for the last, I'll say 2 years since the United States Championship Open Challenge, Cena has turned a corner. He has turned a corner with the audience, with himself, with the way he works inside the ring. I feel like Cena is a lot more accepting of what he is and how the fans see him and what he really is here to do. And I think because of that, it's a lot easier to respect John Cena for what he's done and for what he is. And the crowd chanting, "Thank you, Cena." Great stuff. Do I think it's a retirement? No. I do think for now he's gone. That's his way of saying what happened at No Mercy was his way of saying, I'm done for now. I'm going to go do some movies. Apparently, he got a role in the Transformer spinoff, Bumblebee movie. Have fun. I hear it's going to take him. He's not going to be around for WrestleMania, I heard. So, whoa. Maybe that's why they did it. I think that's why they did it this early, because he's not going to be around for WrestleMania. So, whatever. Have fun, Cena. But, man, I cannot believe in 2017, and the crowd sign that I saw, that I'm about to tell you right now, is very apropos. I saw a sign that said, "If John Cena loses, we riot." That's all I'm going to say. That's the corner we turned with John Cena. Let's talk about this freaking match. The Cruiserweight Championship match. Enzo Amore and Neville. Enzo Amore is your new Cruiserweight champion. You spent, it feels like months, embarrassing, going out of your way to make Enzo Amore look like a joke, telling your audience that nobody likes him backstage, revealing to the world that he's not easy to be around. And then, of course, we have all this reports coming out that he cheated on his girlfriend, his ex, Liv Morgan. It's just all this stuff. Miz buried him on TV. Braun Strowman destroys him here and there. You're telling the audience that Enzo Amore is a joke. Great personality. Awesome. When he was with Big Cass, he was awesome. No, they were still embarrassing when he was a Big Cass. The thing is, here. Enzo Amore, great talker, great personality, sells merch. They go out of their way to tell us that. But they're booking him in a way where he feels like a joke. So in my mind, if you're going to have a guy like this be a champion, what you're telling me is that not only is he a joke, but that championship is a joke. And so we have Enzo Amore fight Neville. And the way the match was booked was bad in and of itself. First off, it was boring, but basically it was Neville toying with Enzo. He dominated him. He embarrassed him. He out-wrestled him. He athleticism, he basically outdid him there. And I think, once again, the audience being smart, they caught on. They started to catch on and go, you're going to have Enzo Amore beat Neville, are you? And next thing you know, Enzo Amore channels his Eddie Guerrero. Nobody can do Eddie Guerrero like Eddie Guerrero. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? Eddie Guerrero was a once-in-a-lifetime legend. Nobody can do Eddie Guerrero like Eddie Guerrero. When I see babyfaces cheat, it doesn't make them look good. Eddie was the only... Okay, he was one of the only few wrestlers who can make that look entertaining. Enzo Amore is not Eddie Guerrero. So when Enzo Amore got the championship, by the way the match was booked was very stupid, and it wasn't a good match at all. He was on the outside for like, I dare say 60 seconds. He should have been counting out like 6 times. But he had the belt in his hand. Neville went after him. He goes into the ring with the belt, gives the belt to the referee. Referee turns his back. Enzo Amore kicks Neville in the jewels, low blow, and pins on 1, 2, 3. One of the best championship holders in this company, Neville, who, look, he lost to Akira Tozawa, but to me, he's had some of the best matches they've had this year. Probably the best champion they've had in this entire year for WWE. He's a good wrestler, good holder. Ever since he turned heel, he was great. He's been on fire. This is how you're going to end his reign. This. By having Enzo Amore win the championship. And I called it too. And now you want me to take this division seriously. Give me a break. This cruiserweight division is a joke. You told me it was a joke by having a guy that you booked as a joke win the match in a joke fashion. This division is a joke. It's a joke. I didn't take it seriously before, but what you just did was confirm why I didn't take it seriously. You don't think it's something to be taken seriously? Because why would you give that belt to Enzo Amore, who shouldn't even be competing for the damn championship? But it's a joke. So, ha 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 ha, joke's on me, right? Whatever. I don't even know why I care. Apparently, we have a super chat. Thank you guys for telling me. Let's see. It's from King Fried Melon. Thank you for your super chat. Neville and Enzo Amore was the greatest piece of trash I've seen since Battleground. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that comment. I wholeheartedly agree. If any match on this show deserved to be on Battleground, this is it. This match was horrible. Absolutely bad. But thank you for the live chat. Let's go ahead and finish this up because I'm getting kind of tired of talking about this. Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal Championship. Why? Look, I get it. Brock Lesnar is the main attraction. Brock Lesnar is the star. Brock Lesnar is your highest paid, most invested talent that you have on your roster. I understand the importance of protecting somebody like that. But there has to be a point in WWE's mind when they go, how long is this investment going to stick around? How long is this investment going to be valuable to us before we just start bleeding out because of it? Brock Lesnar, to me, is done after WrestleMania 34. He has no reason to stick around after WrestleMania 34. I understand that you want to use him in ways to, promote your talent, to make everybody look good. And for him to do that, he has to look strong. I got that. I understand that. But I think WWE missed a huge opportunity to make a star, which is status quo for WWE. Braun Strowman was hot. And apparently I got another super chat. And you know what, Tyler? I agree. Tyler Marine says, Braun should have won the Universal Championship and fuck the Revival. I agree. This was it. This was the time to do it. And I came up here in my preview and I told WWE, I went on a long rant saying, look, I know that you're going to give the belt. You're going to have Reigns get the belt at WrestleMania. I understand that that's the end goal. I know that's what you want to do. I understand that that is the long-term goal. And if you want to do that, fine. Use this night. Use this time right now to strike while the iron is hot and give the belt to Braun Strowman. Then have him drop it at Royal Rumble or have him drop it at Survivor Series. We are in desperate need of stars. WWE, your arenas are looking pathetic. You can't even sell out arenas anymore. God damn it. You don't have Rock. You don't have Austin. John Cena is doing movies. Roman Reigns isn't doing it for you. He's not doing it for you. He's not. He is not doing it for you. Okay? You don't have people who can come back. Taker's retired. Name a legend. They're busy. They can't come. You are in no need to continue to rely on your past anymore. You don't have the luxury to miss lightning in a bottle moments. But you did it. You did the one thing I was hoping that you would prove me wrong on, but once again, you proved me right. Brock Lesnar just goes in and beats Braun Strowman. Oh, he looks strong in defeat. Sorry about that. I apologize. Thank you for the, let's see here, super chats, by the way. Travis, is it Dalton? Travis Dalton, thank you so much for that. What was I saying? WWE, understand this. I understand that me as a wrestling fan, I might demand too much. I might come up here and feel like I'm, pushing your limits. I'm going out of my way to tell you what to do because I'm entitled. I get it. I get it. I understand. Ultimately, I care. Ultimately, I want you as a company to get the best out of what you're doing. And I think it's getting to the point now where I'm about ready to just give up and just let you do what you want to do and watch you burn with your bad decisions. You did not capitalize on Braun Strowman here. It doesn't matter whether you give him the belt later on. It doesn't matter whether he becomes champion at like a Royal. I'm thinking they'll give him the belt after WrestleMania, probably next year. That's what I'm thinking. They're probably going to keep the belt on Brock Lesnar. He'll lose to Roman Reigns, and then Braun Strowman will beat Roman Reigns next year at SummerSlam. Yeah, a year later from when you should have struck when the iron was hot. You're going to wait, till next year to give him the belt? Good job, because that's going to make him a star. No, basically remember when he failed to do it. You don't understand what you do when you get fans invested in people like Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman, and you get them excited about them being champion, and you book them strong, and then create the idea that they can beat Brock Lesnar, and then they don't. They don't beat Brock Lesnar. That doesn't create stars. You can always give Lesnar the championship back. It was a dumb decision not to give Braun Strowman the championship here. Is he buried? Is he buried? He's not buried, but This is what you did. This is the WWE ceiling. Okay? When Braun Strowman, before he fought Brock Lesnar, when he was going on that rampage of destroying people, having that awesome feud with Roman Reigns, the ceiling did this. There was no ceiling. The sky was the limit for him. He could have easily been the next Brock Lesnar. Probably not even the next Brock Lesnar, the first Braun Strowman. When he lost to Brock Lesnar tonight, pow. Bam. Just put a freaking ceiling on him. Oh, shoot, another live chat. Thank you for these super chats, guys. Really. Mr. TKO says, Strowman should have won and had a back and forth feud with Lesnar up to Royal Rumble. You guys are on it. You guys are on it. I agree. You are on it, ladies and gentlemen. You're on it. I appreciate you for coming to the live chat and, donating your super chats. And I appreciate that, really. But now what are you going to do? Now my question is, where does Braun Strowman go from here? Who does he fight? You're going to have him fight? Oh, my God. What did you do? What did you do? You just put a ceiling on not Brock Lesnar, because you can't put a ceiling on Brock Lesnar. Now Braun Strowman's going to have an even harder time, becoming a megastar, becoming the guy. This was stupid. It was a horrible decision on your part. You know it was a horrible decision. Now what? You're going to have him fight Brock Lesnar again at Survivor Series and then have him win? You don't have the balls. Please. Because here's what I'm thinking. If Braun Strowman beats Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, I already know he's dropping it back to Brock Lesnar around Royal Rumble. At least if Braun Strowman beat him here, could have easily given him a 5-month reign with that championship and then lost it to Brock Lesnar again at Royal Rumble. But in that time, you could have established a new star to where even if he lost the belt, didn't matter. The way you booked him here, doesn't even matter if he wins later on, because I know WWE. They're going to have him get the belt probably next year at SummerSlam. It's too late. It is too late. It's too long. You should have given him the belt here and then ran with whatever decision you had later on. Terrible decision. Dumb. Horrible. You're going to regret it. It's going to backfire on you. And it should. It should backfire on you. And I as a fan, did I get another super chat? Oh my God, another one. Braun is the modern day Attitude Era version of Stone Cold when Austin was red hot. Let me think about that. Thank you for the super chats, guys, really. I wouldn't say he's on the level of Austin, but I get what you're saying. He has that aura of every time he comes out, every time he's ready to destroy something, fans pop. And in that instance, I agree. I do think the iron was hot to strike with Braun Strowman, and they missed the opportunity. So now what are they going to do? What are you going to do leading into Royal Rumble, WrestleMania? Is Brock Lesnar even going to be around? Is he done? I don't even know if Lesnar's going to be around anymore. What you just told me right now is that the only person that matters on your roster at this moment is Roman Reigns. And Brock Lesnar when he shows up. Because John Cena's gone. Why should I pay $20 to $200 to continue watching a company that once again continues to sell the idea that nobody freaking matters on this goddamn show unless your name is Roman Reigns? I guess we're going to have to rely on The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels and Triple H. And shoot, they might bring back Undertaker. I don't know. But all these old names to sell out WrestleMania again. We're going to have to rely on the legends that made the Attitude Era great to continue pumping money into this company because they fail to create stars. There you go. That's where we are with WWE. And that is my rant review results on No Mercy. I want to thank all of you for tuning into this review. Hope you enjoyed it. I did go a long while. and I apologize for that. But please, please, something needs to change. We can't keep doing this no more, man. I felt so deflated after tonight. It's one thing if you make me go, oh, man, that show sucked. It's another thing to make me go, I don't even want to go to a WWE event. What do you guys think about No Mercy? Give me your thoughts about it down below. What are your grades? What are your favorite matches? What are your favorite moments? How do you feel about what I said? Just talk about it, guys. Have fun. Because I've said all I wanted to say. I'm not going to hold you here anymore. If this is the first time you're watching me, thank you for watching. This is your boy, Alyx, man. As always, subscribe, like the video, 300 likes. Let's get this baby to 300 likes. You know what? Screw it. Let's go more than that. Over 300 likes this time. I'm curious to see how much I'll get. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at LetsManVX1. If you want to help improve the quality of the channel, of course, you can donate to my Patreon, where you can request reviews, you can request live reactions, and of course, video topics, depending on how much you donate. And if you just want to donate, PayPal works, or you can use the Super Chat, like everybody else is doing here too. Super Chat's great. And you know what? You don't even have to donate. If you would like to just watch me, that's cool too. Or better yet, if you really want to improve the quality, if you really want to expand the brand that is Alyx, man, buy the t-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees today. But you guys are awesome. I love you. I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx Man's World. And looking at the freaking grades here, people were not happy about this show. C minus, C minus, D, C. I was nice and gave it a C plus because of match quality, but yeah, I agree. This was not good. But thank you guys. I love you. Catch you guys next time right here in Alyx Man's World. Your boy Alyx Man signing off. Peace.